presence. So like when I went into football clubs, they were very aware of my social presence as well as my footballing ability. So that helps me massively, like helped my profile massively, and something that was unexpected, but something that it changed the trajectory of my life.
Before you joined Rising Ballers, can you just give us a bit of background on how and why you joined?
So that came about where I'm guessing if you've watched Rising Ballers from the beginning, you'll know Alfie Kane that used to be a part of them in the beginning. Alfie Kane and Keys, his boy. So Alfie played with me at Harrow Borough, and he turned around and said that there was this platform called Rise. I was aware of Rising Ballers on like social media and stuff, but most of the time they were just posting all like the up and coming footballers that we see now, like the Jadon Sanchos, the Phil Fodens, etc. In it, so they didn't have a men's team. They were just an Instagram social media page, and Alfie just said to me that they were his boys. They were thinking of doing like a men's team and just helping push boys into professional football, like just somehow, some way, like just giving them exposure using the power of the platform that they had already built. So would I be interested? And initially I was like this. I kind of like asked people about it. People were giving me. I was getting like mixed responses from people, innit? Doing my homework, thinking like looking on it on social media to see if there was any other platform like it, innit? And if they were trying to make it similar to like a Nike Academy, but in a different, unique way, innit? So initially I was like, nah, I'm not interested. Like I thought the opportunity wasn't big enough for me to drop everything else that I was doing. And then there was one thing that I'll never forget that kind of swayed me. Like Alfie, obviously I was in close contact with Alfie, and Alfie was doing some stuff with Nike. I think he was going to like Oxford Street with like Rising Ballers and Nike, and they got like, this was like when the Phantoms came out, yeah? You know the Phantoms that they've got now? Yeah. He must have done a shoot with them. And then I looked on Instagram and I see like Nike commenting on his thing, and then they were bigging up Rising Ballers. I was like, wow, like, this looks mad. Like, this is something that he wants me to be a part of. And you would get like social exposure from it, as well as them pushing out your football. But I was like, wow, like, this is mad. Like, he's doing shoots with Nike. Nike are bigging him up and stuff. So like when I saw that, I was like, yeah, like I turned around and said to him, like, yeah, like I want to be a part of this. Like, what can I do? So and at that time as well, like at that stage in my life, I was just thinking of just going all in on football, like giving it 2 or 3 years, and then if it didn't work out, just doing something like regular, like just like normal. But yeah, like thankfully they turned around and gave me the opportunity, and from then things just excelled, man.
And as you say, it started out as just like a highlights page for up and coming players, and it definitely wouldn't be what it is today without the team. That's what caught my attention. And you're basically one of the faces that you would associate with the team. I'd say Alfie, Keys, Maz at this stage, Gim, those kind of people. You're definitely one of them. How much did that exposure help you in the long run?
When I was at Harrow Borough and I'd done well, and that was the first time like people started to kind of pay attention on social media. I started to building up my own platform and stuff, but I didn't really have a social presence. So when Rising Ballers came along, and a lot of people like I'm talking about the youth were more aware of Rising Ballers and what they were trying to do and what they were doing and stuff, like that kind of gave me a social presence. So like when I went into football clubs, they were very aware of my social presence as well as my footballing ability. So that helps me massively, like helped my profile massively, and something that was unexpected, but something that it changed the trajectory of my life at that time.
And